Good afternoon. Thank you for that warm welcome. For those of you who've never seen me, oh, that one was mine. It's okay. Thank you, Cassidy. Thanks for extending the invite and making Amazon Hub Delivery and Amazon as a whole a part of this really important conversation. I enjoy being here, as Cassidy said. My boyfriend had a big birthday last year. When you're born on Thanksgiving and you turn 50, you deserve a big present, right? And it was my bucket list dream that we would come to Alaska and go fishing, because I love fishing the Mighty Mo in South Dakota. So if you've ever been to my state, you know what that is. And so for his birthday, I gave him my bucket list gift, which was a trip here. We're coming in June to Homer. We're fishing with official charters. Chad and Christine down there are great. So if you know them, tell them April says hello. He knows me as the crazy Amazon woman that's doing something with packages up on the Peninsula. That's what he says. So anyway, in November, I was at a National Rural Economic Development Association meeting in Omaha, Nebraska. And as Cassidy said, that we met Barbara Johnson. And Barbara Johnson is affiliated with the Alaska Small Business Association. She came up to my booth. We educated her on exactly what Amazon Hub Delivery was doing in rural communities. And she said, if you ever come to Alaska, get a hold of me. So fast forward 1 month, December 20th, a new list of delivery stations that were already established in several states across the US hit my desk, and Alaska was on it, that we were going to be expanding Amazon Hub to Alaska. And so I immediately went to my boss and I said, I've got a brand new connection in Alaska. I'd like to run with this one. And she said, go for it. Barbara then quickly connected me to Cassidy and to Gretchen Fauski, and just several very key important players in your Alaska economic infrastructure, and gave us a warm welcome to now expand the Hub Delivery program specifically to the Peninsula. Amazon Hub Delivery partners exclusively with small businesses, and we pay these small businesses to help us deliver packages. That is the 30,000 view exposure that you all should grasp onto, is like, what is Amazon doing in our community? What do they want with our small businesses? We want to partner with them and pay them to deliver the packages. We're not adding volume. We're not using the platform in any other way than it's being used today. We're just giving small businesses in the communities of Kenai, Soldotna, and Seward the opportunity to help us deliver packages, because there are such big bottlenecks there due to the volume, okay? So when you think about the Postal Service and UPS, those are huge carriers for us. They deliver a ton of our packages, but when the volume gets too big, and when you think about those communities that I just talked about, think about how many postal employees or UPS drivers there might be in those communities versus in a place like Anchorage, okay? In Sioux Falls, where I live, we have a population in my town of about 215,000 people. In that community, we have several resources that aren't available when you get an hour to 3 hours outside of my community. The resources shrink, right? So what Amazon has done is they've tried to get very crafty about how do we continue to deliver our packages with our prime promise in 2 to 3 days, and how can we build that infrastructure alongside small businesses. So hence, this is what Amazon Hub Delivery is doing, specifically on the Peninsula. I do believe that there is a video. Do we have that? My colleague that went from the account management side of our business to marketing has made this. So we'll take a look at this.
Hello business owners. The purpose of this webinar is to give you an overview of the Amazon Hub Delivery program and provide you with information on how you can join. My name's Noli and I'm part of the Amazon Hub Delivery team. Maybe you need extra income to cover some business expenses like bills and rent, or you're looking to gain exposure in your community. Amazon Hub Delivery is that extra income and exposure opportunity. It's a side hustle. With no upfront costs and no long-term contracts, we make it easy to partner with us. Here's how it works. A supply run truck will arrive at your allocated business location and drop off totes containing Amazon packages. Then you or existing staff members from your team will scan in those packages and sort them for delivery. When ready, use our delivery app on a mobile device to make deliveries in the community to our customers. Packages need to be delivered on the same day before 9 p.m. Each week, we will distribute funds to your bank account for each package that was delivered. There are many great aspects of the program. Let's hear directly from business owners who are partnering with us. Take a listen.
The additional income is very, very useful, roughly 20% of our rent, which is quite substantial.
The extra money we're making from Amazon Hub Delivery, we raised the salaries for the 3 employees we got.
Great business opportunity to earn money in your downtime, slow times, to help compensate income. You know, of course, with any small business, having this earned income coming in weekly, it makes a big difference.
It's been a tremendous help, especially, like I said, with paying credit cards off. Debt that was established because of the business coming back in, that we can use it for that.
Being an Amazon Hub partner has helped my business get exposure with other residential and businesses in the neighborhood. Actually gets to know what our business is and helping us promote our products more. Getting more connected with the local community and delivering the packages with a smile on my face.
I have had people to ask me while I'm delivering packages, and I just sit down and explain to them that, you know, we partner with Amazon and we just deliver the packages. They bring it to our business, and, you know, I just give them the whole rundown as far as how it works.
And then sometimes they say, in a Jeep right here? And I'm like, yeah, that's my farm truck, so that's what I'm going to use.
So when I'm walking around delivering packages, you see smiles, you stop by, you talk to familiar faces, you have great conversations, and overall it's just been a great experience for me.
How incredible is that? EHAB, one of the partners featured in the video, was the first hub partner in New York who has been in the program for multiple years. His business has delivered thousands of packages, allowing him to earn meaningful additional income. Just like EHAB and the rest of our hub partners, take your first steps towards partnering with Hub Delivery today. In fact, there are no startup costs. We have a delivery app to guide you through deliveries, and you'll receive direct deposits into your bank account each week. Now, I want to quickly walk you through the requirements. Don't worry though, we also have a team that can walk you through our onboarding process. First, you'll need to pass a background check. Second, you'll need to validate your business with one of these documents: a state business registration number, sales tax permit or registration, business tax receipt, employer identification number, a tax ID number, just to name a few examples. Third, we'll validate that you have a secure location to store packages. Due to the flexibility of the program, how and when you deliver packages each day is up to you, but the packages need to be stored appropriately. Fourth, partners must carry general liability insurance and workers' comp if required by law. We will accept commercial general liability insurance with a minimum limit of $1 million per occurrence and $2 million in the general aggregate. Workers' compensation insurance as required by law, and employer's liability insurance with a minimum limit of $1 million. If you're ready to get started, you can select the Get Started button on our website. From there, a member from my team will reach out and answer any questions and guide you through our process. If you're not a business owner or you don't meet our requirements but know a local business that would make a great partner, please send us over a referral. You can find the link on our website. Once submitted, there is a referral bonus of up to $500 that you can earn. I hope to see you in your community earning extra money, gaining exposure in your community, and delivering smiles to those around you. Don't wait, get started today. Thanks so much for watching.
Noli stole all my thunder. That is the gist of our program. Our delivery station is located up in Anchorage. There will be what we call a milk run. It's a service run that will distribute those packages, as Noli said. It will leave the station sometime between probably 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and its main function is to get to the businesses in Seward, get to the businesses in Kenai and Soldotna, and deliver those packages to the business owners, and then they have until 9 p.m. that day to deliver those packages. Each one of our businesses gets roughly about 50 packages a day. Again, this is supposed to be a side hustle. This isn't supposed to be a full-fledged logistics business. This is something that can be completed normally in about 3 hours. There's a give and take there. I have business owners that are in more populated and dense areas that say, hey, April, I can complete my run in 2 hours. That's great. And the next day they get the same 50 packages or so, and they say, April, it takes me 3 hours today because I didn't have any double stops, or I delivered to 50 separate homes, businesses, churches, wherever to deliver those packages. So the consistency of our program to small businesses is really where our businesses thrive with that extra revenue to use as they see fit. I know that your state, like my state, relies very heavily on tourists, especially during our summer months. And I see this as a way when the tourists go home, they take their money with them. And so in our off season, this is a way for small businesses to keep their valuable employees that they've trained on their payroll, because it's extra revenue coming into that business to the tune of somewhere between $600 and $1,000 a week. And that keeps those valuable employees on your payroll. Maybe you need some new operating equipment. I have a dear friend in Sioux Falls who runs the best bakery and coffee house. If you ever come to Sioux Falls, please join us at Josiah's downtown. She said to me the other day, she said, my commercial mixer that I make all of my cinnamon and caramel rolls with broke, and it costs $3,400 to replace. I never knew a mixer could cost that much money. But if she had been delivering packages and collecting extra revenue, that wouldn't be a problem for her. That new piece of equipment may have been much easier for her to get. So again, the business has up until 9 o'clock every single day to deliver those packages, and we run everything through a smart device. It's an app, it's the camera, scan the packages in, and it creates, much like a Google Maps route for you to go and follow. So there's really no thinking involved outside of just going from door to door to door and delivering those packages. So I want to save some of my time. I think I have about 3 minutes to answer questions. I do have a flyer available here. Samantha was so generous to me in February when we were here. She's got a ton of flyers in her office and on display. There's also referral cards with our referral program. If you guys know a business, if you are a business owner and you want to get involved, please get a hold of me. I would love to speak with you, or refer a business. If you've got a brother, sister, cousin, whomever that owns a business here and they could use some extra revenue in their business and some extra exposure in this community, refer them. It's worth $500 to you. So with that, I'll pause for questions. Yes.
You were saying up to 50 packages a day. Is that for 50 packages a day? Is that 7 days a week?
Yes, very good question. We deliver 7 days a week, so with the exception of 5 days a year, so 360 days a year. We do not deliver on New Year's Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the day after Christmas. Otherwise, it's a 7-day-a-week gig. It can be you. It could be your existing staff. We could even get really creative. How many of you have a retired parent? How many of you have a sister or a brother who's constantly coming to you, can I get $100 until payday? Yeah, you can. You're going to deliver some packages. That's how you're going to get that $100. Real super easy. And you don't have to put them on your payroll. You can work with your tax professional to set up a 1099, so you can pay them on a per package basis. Great question. Yes.
What's the minimum age?
The minimum age for a hub owner, so a business owner, has to be 21 years old to start the hub. To be a driver to deliver the packages, 18. Great question. Yes.
What was the insurance again?
Yeah. Every single business must have a commercial general liability policy on the business. I have the FAQs out front as well, just so you know. It is $1 million per occurrence, and $2 million worth of general aggregate coverage. And then we as a program follow what the state says about your business. Are you required to have workman's comp or not? We would follow what the state says about that for you. Great questions. Yes?
Place of business only responsible for delivery, they will have to be knocked on the door for return.
That's right. That's right. You go to the door of the church, the home, the school, wherever. You place the package. You take a picture of it within our app. You walk away. That picture is a package delivered, and that's how you're paid on that. You don't do any returns, pickups, anything like that. Yes?
When will you be up and running in this area?
Such a great question. June is our target date. So the delivery station in Anchorage is fully operational. Think of our delivery station like a large post office. It receives the packages here and then disperses them currently about 60 to 90 minutes within Anchorage's reach. That is what we call core volume. So we, of course, here are much outside that core volume, and we have an anticipated date. I believe it's June 21st, 13th, right in there somewhere. I just got a call the other day that leadership is coming, so this is going to be a really good thing. I said they can't do it the 13th through the 20th, though, because I'll be in Homer, so I'm out on that. But if they'll come the first week, I'll be here. Yes?
Is that extra jacket? And how do you make them?
Yes, per package. So we pay per package delivered. And the reason I say it that way is if you go to a home, a school, a church, a business, wherever, and you drop 2 packages or 3 packages in that same drop, you're paid on each of those. $2.50 per package delivered. So in a perfect world with perfect math, $2.50 times 50 packages a day is $125, times 7 days a week is $875 a week. Times 52 weeks in a year is $45,500. Okay? During our peak season, which is roughly Thanksgiving through Christmas Eve, we ask all of our partners if they would like to participate in 1.5 times that volume, so 75 to 100. And of course, the majority of our partners say, absolutely, we're out there anyway, we would like the extra volume. And that's where this opportunity becomes much larger than that 50,000 mark. Yes?
Weights on package.
Yes, such a great question. We do not carry anything in our program heavier than 50 pounds. And then we have dimensions too that don't exceed, I think it's 15 by 18 by 8. Something to that effect. Yeah. So these are great questions. I love it. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today. I really enjoyed being here, and thank you to KPEDD for inviting me.